What's poppin', y'all? It's your girl Beige Light, and you already know I'm just coming to spread a little light. So we are in my lovely bathroom, and I'm just finishing up my night routine. You guys probably can't tell, but your girl is doing her honey mask right now. So I finished oiling my hair and moisturizing my scalp, and yeah, so I just wanted to come to you guys and just chit chat while this mask sit on my face. And yeah, so let's get into it. What's goody, y'all? So what I've been learning as I'm on my journey is just the importance of growing, glowing, and flowing. Yeah, I said it. Growing, glowing, and flowing. So you guys are probably wondering, like, what is that? Like, Beja, tell me the secret. What is growing, glowing, and flowing? And growing, glowing, and flowing is the mindset that you need to have as you're on your journey of self-discovery. Now, I would say, like, just your journey in general, but those specifically intentional about discovering themselves, falling in love in themselves, healing themselves, and making themselves aware to raise the consciousness. You know, them light spreaders, them spiritual gangsters, y'all who I'm talking to, okay? The most important mindset to have as you're on this journey is the mindset of growing, glowing, and flowing, because that is what's going to keep you grounded. That's what's going to keep you focused. And on those hard days, on those difficult days, on those days when you have to face yourself, those days when you have to pick yourself up and keep going, once you ask yourself, am I growing? Okay. Am I glowing? Alrighty. Am I flowing? Okay, once you answer those questions, you can pinpoint. If the answer is no, then you can ask yourself some more questions, do the work, and figure out why you're not growing, glowing, and flowing. So let me go ahead and break it down for you a little bit even more. So I forgot to add the protein water to my hair, so that's what I'm going to do. Go ahead and shake it up. Shake, 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 and just squirt in my hair. I like to get my edges, because you can never be too good to focus on them edges, or don't forget where you come from. You're never too good to focus on them edges. Okay, so growing, glowing, and flowing. My everything. Ooh, not the voice crack. But okay. Okay. So this is the late night Give Me Body night routine. And as you've seen, you have watched me do my face, do my hair, now put my clothes on, and then my nightgown. And then I'm gonna moisturize up, rinse this off my face, or no. Yeah, I'm gonna rinse this off my face, then moisturize, then wrap up this little chit chat for the night routine. Give me 1 second. Okay, and then lastly, for this little mark that I have, just gonna go ahead and put some of this serum on my face and let it sit. When I tell you, this stuff literally shrinks any zit, pimple, anything that you're working with. Okay, so moral of the story The importance of growing, glowing, and flowing. Like I said, it's a checkpoint to keep you grounded, to keep you on the right path. So, when you ask yourself what is growing, glowing, and flowing, I think of three things. The most difficult things I've been learning how to do on my journey. Let me cut this off. This is my Give Me Body playlist, but we're gonna have to put that on hold. So I'm gonna be moisturizing with this young, unrefined, pure shea butter. I don't know, get your body right. Shea butter, baby. Alright, so yeah. I think of three of the most difficult things that I've learned on my journey. And I guess that would be, well, I'm not gonna guess. I know for a fact that is surrendering, trusting, and letting go. And by doing those things, you allow yourself to be a vessel for the Most High. The one that, whoever you believe in, the universe, God, Buddha, Allah, Christ, you allow yourself to be a vessel to be used by that higher power. And you are called, well, yeah, you allow yourself to be a vessel by that higher power. And whatever mission you were called to fulfill, you're able to fulfill it because you're allowing yourself to trust, surrender, and to let go. And that's the most difficult thing that some of us have a problem with, because we're so controlling, and we believe that our vision for how what I'm about to say, I'm gonna circle back, but we believe that our vision is always the right one. And although we are co-creators of our universe, that's not all the way true, because sometimes, like I said, the Most High likes to use us as vessels. And so there's certain things that we have to go through in order to learn the lesson, in order to really raise the consciousness of others, or pay for that lesson, pay for that experience that you had to go through. And, we're supposed to take those experiences, go through them, learn from them, and then share it. But oftentimes we go through experiences, we suppress them, and we become bitter, resentful, angry, hurt, just all of the very low vibrational emotions you could feel, you begin to suppress within you. And then we start to create illnesses within our body. We start to create dis-ease, which manifests in our bodies from those low vibration energies being suppressed into our temple. And so when I talk about growing, glowing, and flowing, I would like to have that be the focus point, the checkpoint, because when we go through these experiences and we want to run from them, or we want to control the outcome, and we don't want to trust, we want to operate from fear, when we ask ourselves, am I growing, am I glowing, am I flowing, that's asking yourself to trust. Because you understand that without pain, there's no growth. Like without experiences, there's no wisdom. And so you have to go through these things in order to grow through these things. And when you grow through things, you glow through things. And it's all about flowing through it, allowing yourself to be a vessel, allowing these emotions from these experiences that you go through to just move through you, not keep them in. Right? And so again, when you ask yourself, am I growing? You're able to acknowledge, what is the reason? What am I learning? How can I incorporate this into my journey? How can I incorporate this lesson for my children to break generational cycles? How can I incorporate this lesson for my siblings so they can avoid this hurdle that we have to go through because of generational cycles and things like that. So you ask yourself, am I growing? Then you can identify the reason why you're going through it. And then when you ask yourself, am I glowing? That's you being mindful of taking care of yourself and tending to yourself. Because if you're not glowing, that's because, you, like I said, you're not pouring into yourself. You're not being intentional about your daily routine. You're not being intentional about your night routine. You're not being intentional about what you're putting into your body. Because you are what you eat. You are what you consume. You are what you give your energy to. So what are you getting your energy to? And then how is that manifesting into your glow? How is that manifesting into your glow, right? And then lastly, but certainly not least, how are you flowing? Okay, how are you going through the motions? How are you experiencing your journey? How are you being present during your journey? Right? Because we be trying to run from experiences. We be trying to skip over phases and themes of our life to get to the destination that we desire the most. And like I said, yes, we are the co-creators of our reality. Yes, we can manifest the life that we deserve. Yes, we deserve to live an abundant and prosperous life. But in order to truly value that, in order to truly live that out in its fullest potential and its fullest capacity, you have to experience what lack feels like so you can value what abundance feels like. You have to go through certain things, like I said, to grow through certain things. And so once you're able to master that, you can have peace in surrendering and letting go and make room for blessings to come into your life. But if you're constantly holding on and you constantly don't want to move, you constantly stagnate, you stuck, you don't want to accept change, you don't want to embrace change, you're not going to move. You're going to remain in the same position years and years later, and you're going to be wondering, why does my life feel like this? And why am I unhappy? Why can I do that? But it's because you're moving off fear, because you don't trust. You don't know how to surrender. You don't know how to let go. And you have to. You have to. It's either God, the universe, the powers that be, they say it's my way or the highway. Okay? You're going to get with it or you're going to get left. Okay? And the universe, if you don't play by their rules, they will kick you to the curb and they will force you to play by their rules. I've literally seen God and the universe and the powers that be break people down in order to get them to play by their rules. And some people never conform. Some people are so stuck in their ways, they think they got it all figured out, and then they're not living the life that they're called to live. They're living a miserable life because they're trying to be in control of what God has control of. You can't be control of divine. You can only work with it. You can only flow with it. You can only grow with it. You can only glow with it. And I just wanted to come and share that message with you guys because that's a difficult one. You know, we don't know how to surrender, like I said. We don't know how to let go. And that's something that I've really, like I said, God had to break me down to teach me the importance of that. And I'm thinking, yeah, I'm a master manifester, all these good things in my life. And then I always come to this dead end, and I get consumed in negativity, negative emotions, negative energy. And it's because I don't know how to let go, which ultimately means I don't know how to surrender, which ultimately means I don't know how to trust. And those are 3 components that you have to have if you're going to be a light spreader, if you're going to be a spiritual gangster, if you're going to do this work of self-discovery and healing, right? So I just wanted to come share that information with you guys. I'm going to finish up my night routine and I'm going to call it a night. Peace and light. It's been your girl, Beja Light, and holla.